happy Monday. I'm Sarah. I'm a second year PhD student at a Canadian university studying religious studies, and welcome back to my channel. This is my channel where I just kind of vlog my life as a graduate student, and I decided to just kind of vlog a week in my life this week. I have a pretty busy day today and like a pretty busy week, I think, so I'll just kind of be taking you along for that. I find that it's just kind of fun to make these vlogs, and also it's like a record for me to keep of my studies and how I'm kind of progressing through the program, and it also helps me stay on track a little bit as well, because it kind of forces me to focus on working throughout the day. So I am at my parents' place in my childhood room where I grew up. I was just staying with them for reading week last week, and then I'm just staying today an extra day because I didn't want to be traveling today, and just, I wanted to stay for a little bit longer. So today I am just going to be like attending a conference that starts in about 10 minutes. It's just like an online virtual conference. It's on posthumanism, memory, and film. So it kind of has to do with some of the stuff that I study. I'm not presenting at this conference, although I have like presented in this series before, a series of conferences on like posthumanism and stuff, since that's kind of like a theoretical area of interest of mine. So that's kind of what I'll be doing this morning. And then I also need to finish editing a paper that I am submitting for a journal. The deadline is today, and I don't know if I'm like gonna make that deadline, to be honest. I am really behind with this. I'm nowhere near like as far along as I thought I would be. Editing papers is hard work. It takes a lot of time. And I think that like editing something that I've already written is almost harder than writing it in the first place. So I've been struggling hard with this. And yeah, I might have to just like submit it late and hope that they're okay with that. But it was like kind of already wow, I can't say that word. It was preliminarily accepted. I just have to make some edits and changes to it that they suggested, and then it should be able to actually get published, which is really exciting. So that's kind of the big thing on my agenda for today as well. So just conference, paper writing, and yeah, it's gonna be my Monday. This little black and white cat is my kitten Loki, and the tabby next to him is his brother Scotty, who's my mom's cat. We adopted both of them and their other brother, who my sister took last time I was here visiting. And yeah, I just thought that I would bring Loki with me so that he could see his brother for a little bit. And yeah, they're having a really good time together. Right now, and oh my god, it is cold out. I am so envious of people who live in places where spring starts at the end of February, beginning of March, because it's definitely not spring here. It is still like the dead of winter, and I'm ready for it to be over. I am done freezing. So the conference was super fascinating, really interesting, a lot of really great discussions from like a variety of perspectives on like posthumanist memory and film. So it was mostly from like a film studies kind of discipline, but also just thinking about like the idea of memory beyond the bounds of what we typically think of being as like human. Come on, Cosmo. He's always got to sniff everything. Come on. Yeah, so kind of thinking about like the memory involved with objects, or memories tied to the land, to ecology, to the environment, kind of the way that memory is not just necessarily a human thing, but happens kind of through relationships between humans and the non-human. So I'm glad I attended that. But now, after Cosmo and I get back, I do need to really be working on that paper that is due today. So we'll see if I can get that done. And I also have a meeting with my supervisor later at around 5, if she remembers, because I haven't heard from her today yet. So we'll see if she remembers, because I know she has a lot of stuff going on right now. So yeah, that's my plan for the rest of the day. And I'm just gonna enjoy the sun and try not to freeze. So it is past midnight now. I did not have the meeting with my supervisor. She had some family stuff going on today that she had to deal with. So we'll just reschedule for Wednesday. And I did not make the paper submission deadline. Not even close. I still have so much work left to do on this paper, and I could not submit anything. So I just sent the editors an email asking if it would be okay if I had another 1 to 2 days for this, just to finish, get something done that I can actually be proud of and be happy with. I feel shitty about it. I really hate not meeting deadlines like this, especially when it's for something like a journal. I should be professional about this, and I should actually be meeting these deadlines, and yet I struggle so much with this, and I know that I do, and I really need to find some kind of system or way of doing things that actually works for me and actually gets me to meeting these deadlines, okay? Because it's a constant struggle, and I feel like shit about it, and it makes me so anxious. And my dad was saying to me earlier that it's partially just because I am a perfectionist, and I really struggle with being done, I guess. I struggle to get things on the page if I don't feel like they're already perfect. It's a horrible process, and it doesn't actually work. And my dad was saying that I really just need to, submit something, work on just getting something in and let go of that idea of perfection. And I agree. I do need to learn to do that. And any tips on how to actually get there would be fantastic, because I really don't know. So that's where I'm at right now. Ironically, this is, or maybe fittingly, I don't know, this is an essay on time and temporality and post-human temporality. So thinking about time and flows of time in ways that challenge the kind of linear narrative of progress that we have in the West. Thinking about indigenous temporal frameworks that challenge this in relation to post-humanism. And I just think that's kind of funny, because I don't know, by not meeting this submission deadline, I'm just kind of working on my own time, I guess, which is ADHD time, I guess. So that's where I'm at. I am pretty exhausted, looking forward to bed. My train doesn't leave too early tomorrow. It's at noon, so I will have some time in the morning, hopefully, to get some more work on this essay done. So I'm just gonna go to bed now, hopefully not be like too anxious and overwhelmed by guilt to sleep, but we'll see. Hopefully I get a good rest, and I will see you in the morning. Hello, happy Thursday. So I did not vlog like at all yesterday, really. I was just kind of not really feeling it. I don't know. I had like kind of a rough mental health day yesterday, so I just didn't really feel like talking to a camera too much. But I had the class that I TA for in the morning that I went to. And then after that, I had like a sushi lunch with my friends, which was really nice. And then came back for a meeting with my supervisor. And that was just like kind of discussing some of the books that are going to be on my field comprehensive exams. I found out last week that I passed my general comps, so my general comprehensive exams. It was a pass, so that's like a weight off. I was so relieved to hear that. Like, I guess like part of me knew that I would probably pass, but there was still part of me that was like really worried about, what if I didn't? Because I don't know if you watch my comprehensive exams vlog, I got very little sleep in between kind of writing the various essays, and the last one I thought was just trash. So I kind of was worried about that one potentially resulting in me not passing, but that didn't happen. Thankfully, I passed. I hopefully will get like some of the feedback from my committee like next week or something. I'm not sure how that works. I think they'll have to like let my supervisor know the feedback, and then she'll let me know what she can from that. From what I've heard, they were like pretty impressed with my work, which is great to hear. Kind of shocking, but I feel like that's maybe just like my imposter syndrome a little bit, because I know that I am a good writer. I know that I have good ideas, and I can think through materials pretty well, so I shouldn't have been worried about it, but I was. So it's really nice like knowing now that that part of my PhD journey is done. And then after that, I pretty much just graded assignments all evening for the class that I'm TAing for, which took a while. Grading always takes me a pretty long time because I like to give my students pretty detailed feedback. So I was up pretty late doing that, I think like past midnight working on them. And then I just did not get like a very good sleep at all last night. Like I was just super anxious and like just feeling overwhelmed with things, and I didn't fall asleep until like 3 or something. So I'm super tired today. I've been kind of loading up on caffeine, so hopefully that helps, because today I really, 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 really need to focus on like getting this essay done for the journal. They did thankfully give me like an extension to the end of this week, so till Friday, which is fantastic. Like I'm so grateful for that extension and that they were understanding. It is like super, super unprofessional of me to like ask for this extension and to like be behind when I knew about this deadline for so long, but I just suck at like planning ahead and doing things ahead, and like it's just hard for me. So I feel shitty about that, and I think that's part of why I was like kept up last night and like why I had all these kind of anxious thoughts and stuff. And I'm still feeling like pretty anxious today, so I just need to like focus on getting this essay done, doing a good job, but like more than anything, just producing something, right? Getting some words on the page. Loki, would you please write this essay for me? I really don't want to. You look like you're capable. I was really craving like a bacon and egg kind of sandwich, so I decided to make some maple bacon tempeh to go along with some plant-based eggs, which I've never had before, so I don't know how they're gonna be. They look okay. They don't look quite like real eggs, but that's okay. And I'm also gonna put some Applewood vegan cheese in there. This cheese, fake cheese, is so good, oh my God. It's expensive, but I like to splurge on it every now and then just because it really doesn't, it makes it so that I don't miss cheese at all. Like, it's almost better than real cheese. My verdict on the breakfast sandwich was that it was very delicious. It was really good. The egg substitute was like better than I expected it would be, so I'm quite happy with that. Oh, hi, Lucky. Hi. When people ask me like if I'm vegan, I usually say that I'm like mostly vegan or like 95% vegan though, because I don't eat 100% vegan. I still eat bivalves for one, so like clams and oysters I still eat because they don't have nervous systems, so I don't really feel pain, so I'm okay with that. And also I did have eggs like not too long ago, like real eggs from my friend's family's farm, because they just like raise their chickens there. They have a good happy life. They're not, you know, killing the chickens or anything, so taking their eggs and eating them is not for me an issue. Like, it's just a problem with like the egg industry that I have. So eating like eggs from chickens that are living their best lives, I don't have a problem with. So yeah, but for now, since I don't always have that, this egg substitute is pretty decent. So I have to say that I have been getting into a surprisingly good writing flow today, to the point where I forgot to eat lunch and it's now 5:30 and I'm just starving. So I'm gonna need to have a snack of some kind. But it's been good. I'm really happy with the like progress that I've made today. I'm really happy with the work that I put into it. I still don't know if I'm gonna be done by like the end of the day. I might have to, you know, do some work into tomorrow as well, but hopefully that's okay. Hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm happy with my work today. And what pulled me out of it was actually I got an email from my supervisor just now that contains the kind of like the responses and like feedback on my general comprehensive exams. So it's all like anonymized feedback from the reviewers that she sent me. I didn't think I was going to get this until like next week, but yeah, and it's really good feedback for the most part. Really exciting to see that for the most part they kind of thought that I did a job well done. So here, let me just put down the camera. I say camera, but it's really just my phone that I record all of this on because I don't actually have like a good vlogging camera or any kind of camera yet. So yeah, but anyway, the feedback that I got was pretty good for the most part. I didn't think that they were gonna give like actual numerical grades for any of this. I thought it was just kind of a pass-fail thing. But in the feedback, each reviewer did give me a grade for like each section. And interestingly enough, I did the best on the 4-hour section, which is kind of weird. Yeah, kind of surprising, because like I felt like super stressed writing that in only like 4 hours, and I kind of thought it was just gonna be crap. But a couple of the reviewers said that my like 4-hour essay question answer was better than my like 24-hour answers, which I mean is interesting, but I guess it's because the 4-hour question, I kind of, it was an answer that I had like practiced and done like a practice question on before, and something that I had been thinking about a lot. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, but that's where I scored the highest. And then honestly, I thought my like last essay question, the 3rd section, was going to be terrible, because I wrote that like in 4 hours as well, pretty much, because I spent way too long on the first essay question, and I didn't like organize my time well enough. And the question that I spent the longest on and put the most effort into is where I did the worst for the most part. So that's kind of shocking to me. I'm kind of shocked that like they liked my answer for the 3rd question. Don't really know like how that happened. Yeah, overall, I'm like super happy with this feedback, super excited. And I think that I'll make like a video in the future about comprehensive exams and stuff, and where I think I could have done better, and maybe advice for people who are going to be taking them at some point in their academic careers. Hi. I've got to say, I don't really love being woken up to 2 cats running across my head, but I suppose there are worse ways to wake up, right? Hello, so it's now Saturday afternoon, and big surprise, I am not yet done this paper. I'm still working on it. I'm mostly done like the body paragraphs now. I still have to rewrite like the introduction and the conclusion, but I'm still struggling with how to organize everything and like in what order to put things. There are still some sections that I do need to rewrite again, because I'm still not happy with them. And I also need to edit it down a lot, because as is a perpetual problem with all of my essays, it is way too long. So I need to cut down that word count quite a bit. So that's what I am doing. I was kind of just working on it all morning, and now it's just after 2, and I have a hair appointment in about like an hour, so I'll have to go to that. And then I need to just like run some errands after that. And then tonight I have my weekly Dungeons and Dragons game with my friends. So if you didn't know, I'm a big D&D nerd. We play on a weekly basis, and I'm currently playing a fire, like Circle of the Flames or Fire Druid Satyr. So it's been fun playing that. I'm quite enjoying it. So that'll be good. But yeah, I don't think that I'm going to get too much more work on this essay done today, just because of all this other stuff I have to do. Technically, I should skip D&D and just like work on this paper, but hopefully I can get it done tomorrow, and hopefully they're not going to be too upset with me for taking an extra couple of days on top of the extra like 5 days that they already gave me. So yeah, I still feel kind of shitty about that, but I also want to make sure that this essay that I present to them is as good as I can make it. So I have been taking a lot of time on it, but I guess I just want to make sure that I'm producing something good. But yeah, I really need this haircut. My hair has been just like pretty terrible. So many split ends. It's so like dead and dry, and like it's just I've needed a haircut for months now, and I just haven't had the time to go. I'm probably just gonna get like the same kind of haircut that I had before, so that's just like a long shag, lots of layers. My hair is like pretty thin, so I do like having cuts that kind of give it more of an illusion of like fullness and volume. So lots of layers is definitely the way to go. I don't know how much I'm going to get cut off, but as much as needs to be, really. I was like fully on my way to be early for this hair appointment, and now I'm gonna be late.
If you have to make a shrink check, you advantage to the part.
No, she's just gonna try and attack you.
Since this is real, and I do believe it is real, since I have not been able to pass that fucking save.
Make me a mental save. I'll even give you advantage on this one.
And you're within 10. Oh, no, you're not.
She died in the dream, but did she die?
No, I am within 10. I'm in
It's
this
just where
square.
we're at.
It's just
Is she still
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
it right now?
I drop concentration on Moonbeam.
Only burn draft.
I'll even get
So you get less.
+3.
Tree right next to my desk because they like to hang out with me while I'm working, and so it's right in front of the window, but it's a little bit cramped on this side of the room now, so I might have to do a little bit of rearranging, put this chair somewhere else. But right now I need to continue working on this essay and once and for all finally finish it today. I have to finish it today. No like ifs, ands, or buts. It is getting done. I'm going to finish. I'm going to submit something. No matter how good it is, I need to submit today. So that's the goal for today. And I'm going to get to it. This is my mood right now, 100%. So I have pretty much finished writing like my revised version of this paper, but now I really need to just go back through and like edit everything that I've rewritten. And my word count is like ridiculously high right now, way more than I should be at. So I don't even remember what the original word count was, but I know that I need to reduce this a lot. And Loki is not being helpful at all with any of this. Hello, so it is now Monday evening again. I did not intend for the vlog to roll over into the next week like this, but I realized that I didn't like end the vlog last night. I kind of forgot to do that. And I also didn't finish this essay last night. I've been working on it all day today. I was working on it until like past 1 a.m. last night, and I got to a point where I was just like so frustrated with it. I was so done with it. I just wanted to like scrap the whole thing and restart basically. It's so late already and like I don't really have that much to show for it, so I was having a bit of a crisis last night, a bit of a panic, and I kind of broke down a little bit and just got really frustrated with myself. But I've been working on it today and so far so good. I am actually almost done finally. I really just have to like rewrite the last little section and then rewrite the conclusion as well. and then go through and do some like final edits, and then I will be done. I can send it finally. I'm not like super happy with it, but I'm happier with it than I was last night for sure. So it is what it is at this point, and you know, I'm sure that I will continue to work on it like before it gets published. I'm sure that I'll get like some feedback on it again, and it'll go through another set of revisions as it does. This is like the 7th or 8th version of this paper. Like I was looking through kind of my past versions of it, and it's, yeah, this is like, I think the 8th rendition of this paper, and it just kind of goes to show how long this like paper writing process can actually take before it does get to publication. So yeah, it's a lot, and I'm just ready to be done with it. So I'm gonna continue to work on it tonight, do those final edits, and yeah, I'll be done, and then I can move on to other stuff in my life. Hopefully I'll learn from this experience and not leave things like this to the last minute again, but knowing me, I won't, because this is just like a continued pattern in my life. But I think that really needs to change, and I really need to find different strategies for working and all of that if I want to actually be successful as a PhD student. So hopefully that's something that I will explore in further vlogs. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna end this one here. Thank you so much for watching, as always. If you have any tips for, you know, being a better student, especially when it comes to having like ADHD and problems with time management and executive functioning, then please let me know, because I'd love to hear them. But yeah, for now, I will leave it here, and I will see you in the next one.